What it is, what it do, our dysfunctional family is coming through with another video, with another video, with another video for you. Yay, yay. To those of you that are new, welcome. And those of you that are already a part of the family, welcome back. I am so excited to bring you guys this video because it is Kaylani's 4th birthday prep video. She wanted everything Paw Patrol, you guys. She wanted Sky and Everest. So I decided, since your girl is on a budget, that I would do mostly everything DIY. So I did start with baking the cake, and I mean, this prep is just going to be super easy because, like I said, I am on a budget and I want to try and make everything for her. I wasn't worried about how it was going to turn out. I just wanted to do it and I wanted it to look decent. So I started with making the cakes, and this was just some cake batter that I got from Walmart. I mixed it up according to the instructions, and then I also, on this pan, I went ahead and used some cake goop. I don't know if you guys are familiar with cake goop, but it's pretty much just equal parts of shortening, oil, and flour, and it makes the cakes not stick to the pan. So see, here it is. This is the cake mix that I got from Walmart. And to be honest, in hindsight, I would probably just make my own batter and just color it, because I did feel like the color was vibrant, but it did have a little bit of a aftertaste, which we were not really fond of, but hey, it did its job. And there's more of the cake goop right there. But like I said, this party, I just wanted it to be awesome for her. I wanted it to be amazing, and I wanted to do things myself because I needed to cut corners and I needed to save as much as possible on the budget because, you know, your girl is going through it right now. So also, kids don't really care. As long as you are there and you show up, that's all that matters. And here I'm making the funfetti batter for the cake pops. I did make some cake pops also, but I did make the mistake of using additional sprinkles that kind of colored the batter a little more than I would have wanted. So it turned the batter a little green, but it was fine because I was still going to roll them. I still rolled them and dipped them, so it was no problem. I was just going with it. I wasn't trying to stress. I wasn't trying to have things be perfect. I just wanted to get things done. And in the middle of all this, you guys, my AC went out, so we had to relocate everything from our house to my sister's house, which that created a challenge in itself. So here, I'm just greasing up the pan with the cake goop again. I'm using some extra parchment paper that I had cut up. And yeah, there we go. And while I was finishing up the cakes and the cake pops, the kids did help with blowing up the balloons because I didn't get a balloon pump, you guys. So they had fun though, so. And here I'm just making the cake pops with the little frosting. It looks so intimidating, you guys, but it is so easy. You guys need to try this. Like, seriously, there's no need to spend so much money on getting things done when it is so easy to make yourselves. I think that with making the cake pops, rolling them out into little balls was one of my favorite parts because everything else is just a lot more intricate. This was probably the most calming, relaxing, easiest part of making the cake pops, you guys. So enjoy it when you're rolling them out. One box of cake mix gave me about 20 cake pops. Now, I didn't exactly make them all the same size, but I did keep them about medium size. So if you want more, you can always make them a little smaller. If you want bigger cake pops, it's going to give you less. But yeah, that was one box of cake mix, you guys. And here I'm just dipping the stick into the chocolate before you put it into the cake pop, because that will secure that your cake pop won't fall off of the stick when you are dipping it in the chocolate. And this was pretty fun too. It was just dipping and going, dipping and going. And after this, you put it in the fridge for a little bit and you wait until the chocolate holds on. Here they are still blowing up the balloons, and I'm getting ready to start on the arch. You guys, so balloon arches can be so intimidating. Very. I know this because I used to just wonder, how do people do this? And then I started calling around and getting, estimates, and they are very expensive to have made professionally. But you guys can do this. All you need is a strip of balloon arch tape. And I believe I got mine at Walmart for like a couple bucks. And you just need to know how long your balloon arch is going to be. That way you more or less know how many balloons it's going to take. And the way that I started my balloon arch was just bunching them all at the top, because I knew I wanted to cascade. So my balloon arch was going to cascade over the cake table, and I just started bunching them in like little clumps, and then I started spacing them out like every 1 or 2 holes or every 2 or 3 holes until I got the desired fullness that I wanted. Also, you don't have to be intimidated by this, because let's say that you don't get the result that you want with the balloon tape. Well, you can always tape balloons onto the balloon arch and make it as full or as luxurious as you want. The whole process of creating the actual balloon arch did take about 30 minutes, but I think that the hardest part was getting the balloons blown up. And as you can see, I had a lot of help, so that wasn't the problem. Once you have decided what you want as to how it's going to look, then it's just pretty much putting the balloons on the strip and continuing. And here you can see how full the arch is starting to get. So I was pretty much just modifying things. I was spreading out the balloons a little more, and I knew I wanted a clump at the top and a clump at the bottom so it could look like the balloons were cascading. And that's pretty much what I was working towards. now it's time to dip the cake pops. I think that from the cake pop process, this was the most difficult thing to do, only because you have to act quickly and you have to make sure that you get, you know, all of the extra chocolate off of the cake pop so it doesn't create lines or any kind of grooves on the cake pop. But even so, it was just time consuming. It wasn't really hard. And here you can see that I'm just using whatever sprinkles we had on hand to decorate them. I happen to have a spring mix and just plain white sprinkles, so that's what we went with. I am so glad that I took the time to make all this stuff for her. Making all this stuff for her was just so gratifying, and as I was making it, I was glad that I didn't give up. Even though sometimes, you know, like I was like, I could have just bought this stuff, but it would have been more expensive and it wouldn't have been as gratifying. And the smile on Kehlani's face at her birthday party was worth it, you guys. It was so worth it. Right here, Boo is dipping the cookies. He's dipping them in chocolate and then in the sprinkles. He was so happy to help too. Like, this was such a team effort, you guys. We complement each other so well because there's things that I don't want to do that he is down to do. And there's things that he's not down to do that I'm more than willing to do. So this was perfect. And here I'm showing you the Rice Krispie treats that I was working on as he was dipping the cookies. So with these Rice Krispie treats, I bought regular store-bought Rice Krispie treats. I put them on a tray. I drizzled them with a little bit of the purple chocolate, and then I just sprinkled them with a spring mix of sprinkles that I had left over from Easter, you guys. So yeah, talk about doctoring something up. Yeah, and it turned out so good. Look at the cake pops. They turned out so cute. I'm so glad that we decided to DIY all the dessert table treats, you guys. It saved us so much money, but to be able to say we did that, yes, that in itself feels so good. And like I said, we were just so excited because we knew that Kehlani was going to be so happy with her party. And these chocolate-covered pretzel sticks were so easy to make. We didn't even dip these, you guys. We just drizzled them with 3 different kinds of chocolate and topped them with the sprinkles. And here is Dada wrapping up all the presents. You guys, the presents we got her were huge. So I know it seems like, oh, that's easy, but no, these things were massive. But he did a good job wrapping. Thank you, Dada. After we got done with wrapping the presents, it was time to wrap the goodies, you guys. Not right now. Let Mama.
I'm just gonna give it to you. That was good birthday girl too. You wait, Mama.
So after we were done wrapping the pretzel sticks, it was time to wrap the cake pops. Now, I didn't put anything in the fridge after this, you guys. I just let everything sit overnight because I didn't want any condensation in the wrappers. So that's just a little tip. It will take a little bit longer for the chocolate to harden, but I just thought it would be a much better idea to let them cool down and harden overnight than it would to bring it out of the fridge. And then in this heat, it would have been a disaster. These Rice Krispies were so cute, you guys. I loved making them. You could see the little bunny-shaped sprinkles if you really paid attention, but I mean, who cares, really? Here I'm just getting started with piecing the cake together. You guys, this was the first time that I was making a cake like this. Kehlani wanted a cake with candy inside of it, so I decided to make her a piñata cake. Yeah, it's one of those cakes where the surprise is in the middle of the cake. And after watching numerous amounts of videos, I did the best that I could, and I think it was a success. And even though I was DIYing everything, I was trying to cut as many corners as possible. And using the packaged frosting just made things so much easier. I could have made it from scratch, but I just chose to try and save as much time as money. And here I am putting in Kehlani's favorite candy in the center of the cake. And I tried to pack it with as many sprinkles as possible. Now in hindsight, I probably should have added a lot more candy to really pack it, but it was my first time making this cake, so I think I actually did pretty well. And remember, your kids are not gonna care if it's perfect or if it's not. They're just gonna care that you made them a cake, and that's what's important. One thing I do recommend is that you try and pack the cake with as much of the leftover cake from the middle of it that you took out from the beginning, just to stabilize it. So I try to pack into the little crevices as much of the cake as possible. And then after I was done stuffing it, that's when I started frosting. And here we are at my sister's house getting ready to place the balloon arch. We didn't record the transporting of the cake because it was very difficult to get it to the other house. But here we are, just kind of putting the balloon arch down and trying to see how everything is going to drape over the wall. I love the way the balloon arch or balloon garland, whatever you want to call it, I love the way it came out. It came out so full and just exactly how we wanted it to come out. So I was so happy and glad that we did this. And I will link down below as many of the things as I can remember. I got some stuff on Amazon, some stuff on eBay, some stuff at Walmart. This garland was one of the pieces that I got at Walmart. And yeah, I will try and link as many of the things down below in the description box. And here we are filling up the balloons with helium. We decided to buy the balloons separate and then to get a helium tank on the side so we would be able to do this on site to make it a little easier for us. And Kaylani did want her birthday theme to be Sky and Everest. It was so hard to find these things, you guys, since a lot of the things are discontinued at the stores. I just did the best that I could. I found the colors, I found some stuff on Amazon, and then I just coordinated, mixed and matched, and did the best that I could. I was not stressing. I just really wanted to make this happen for her. So I just tried to find the things that I could and then just add little things here and there that would incorporate the colors or something that was Paw Patrol. See, I started to put the table together. These little letters that spell out her name I got at Hobby Lobby, and everybody else was helping with something. Diana was helping us clean all the stuff and the containers for the party. My sister, Boo, and Emily were helping me put the stickers on the little things that said thank you for coming. And then I started setting up the table. These little doggy bowls were so cute, and I am so glad that I got them. I'm sure I got these on Amazon, and they were really affordable. I will be sure to link whatever I can down below. So I was pretty much just piecing the table together with Kaylani's favorite things. I got a whole bunch of candy, some Paw Patrol themed things, and then all the desserts that Brandon and I made for her. So it turned out so cute, you guys, and I love the way you can see it come together. And here it is, you guys, the finished product. I was so proud and excited of how everything came out. The balloon garland, the balloon arch was just beautiful. The decorations were beautiful. We had this little sign specially made for her birthday. I'll link everything down below, but everything was just so cute, you guys. I just couldn't. So the sign was made. I'll link it down below. Then you could see little popcorn bags. We bought the little translucent iridescent bags from Walmart for like $1. And then we added kettle corn to them, and we just placed a little sticker, a little sky and a little Everest sticker. I thought it was so cute and complemented the table so well. We also managed to get some fruit snacks, Paw Patrol, of course. And then you can see the pink cookies that are right next to the fruit snacks. Brandon helped with those. He did such a good job of dipping them in the chocolate and dipping them into the sprinkles. They turned out so freaking cute. And yeah, you guys, everything just came together so well. I just pieced the desserts that we made for her. The cake pops turned out so cute. Everything looked so cute once it was wrapped and set up. The little doggy bowls were like such a good addition to the table. I managed to find some snacks, some Paw Patrol snacks, and then the Rice Krispies that we made ourselves were so cute. They looked so good on the table. We were just so proud of everything. We loved throwing this birthday scape for Kaylani. And even though it was really hard to find things Paw Patrol themed as far as party supplies, I think it turned out so cute. Like everything looked so put together. We are so happy that we did this for her. And also, after I made the little paws with the chocolate, I had some leftover chocolate that I used to make some number 4s for the tablescape. And look at the cake, you guys. I think I did such a good job on the cake. It looked so cute from the outside. I made those little paws out of chocolate. And then the little sign that says Kehlani is 4, I made that on the Cricut, you guys. So I paid less than $1 for my cake topper. I made these little paws out of chocolate. And then I had some edible glitter on hand that I sprinkled on top that kind of just put together the cake. And I put a little bit of sprinkles around the bottom of the cake. And here are more of Kehlani's favorites. Found some Paw Patrol cookies and then some of her favorite candies. There she is. Another thing that we went all out for was the party table, like the tablescape for the party table. We got some Sky and Everest face masks. We found some plates, some napkins, some cups. We managed to get some of the juice pouches with Sky on them. So yeah, guys, we went all out when it came to her party. A lot of that things were DIY, like I said. Look at the little present corner that we made. That little sky in the middle of the presents is actually a piñata that we got from Walmart, you guys. So yeah, we loved doing this for Kehlani. We had so much fun. We hope this inspires you to do the same for one of your kids. And don't forget, we did this on a budget. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like, you guys, so that the algorithm can put us on the video map. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. We really appreciate it and we love you. Bye.